Well, I hope you enjoyed that nice report from the Ministry of Youth. Right now it's time to get to our guests that we have right here in the studio. We have with us this evening Mira Khattar, and Mira is a clinical dietitian and certified sports nutritionist. Mira, welcome to our program, Hala Kuwait.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have you with us right here in the studio. And Mira, maybe we could start out by telling us a little bit, you know, people nowadays, they love to lose weight, get in shape, diet, and so forth, take care of themselves in a better way, but they may not realize that, you know, all humans, everyone has, let's say, different body types, correct?
Exactly.
So tell us, start out with that. Tell us a little bit about the different body types, please, Mira.
Yeah, so as you said, Tare, everyone is trying to lose weight and they are trying to have diets from here and from there. And the confusing thing is that a lot of people are trying different type of diets. So they go for the high carbs, low carbs, high protein, low fat. So, and I'm sure you heard a lot about the keto diet, right?
Yes, there's a lot of fad diets.
The fad diets.
Yeah.
I call them the fad diets because they're not healthy diets that you can maintain for good. But the good news is that everybody has a solution, because you are genetically born different. So whatever you eat, you might be losing weight or you might be gaining weight, but it can be the opposite for me. So that's why.
Why is that, Mira?
That's why we're talking about the body types, because it gives you a lot of information about the kind of food, the kind of exercise, and also the medical problems you can have later on.
Okay.
So typically we have 3 body types.
Tell us about that,
okay,
please.
so first we have the ectomorph, the mesomorph, the endomorph. We're going to start one by one.
Sure.
Okay, so the first one is ectomorph. Okay, so
tell us about that.
What's ectomorph? Ectomorph are very thin people, naturally thin. They have very small bone structure, very high metabolism. It's very hard for them to lose weight and to gain muscles. So these people are always complaining that they're not losing weight and they're not gaining muscles whatever they eat. So what do? They start eating high-fat diets. But because their body is burning a lot fastly, actually, and the fat metabolism is very high, so that's why their diet has to be very low in fat and high in carbs.
Mira, are these the people that no matter how much they eat, everything, they stay the same?
Yes.
Skinny all the time?
Your enemy, maybe.
You're sitting with them and they're like eating and eating and eating.
Exactly.
And they stay the same.
So that's why we have to understand our body type. And let's say you are sitting with your friend, he eats a lot and you're eating a very small portion and you end up gaining weight and he's not. So that's why the body type is very important to understand it.
Okay.
Okay, so those people have to eat a high carb diet because the main goal for them is to gain weight. Okay, so to gain weight, they have to eat a high carb diet and low fat. Okay. Because their body is burning the fat very directly, so they have to get rid of the fat.
All right.
So carbs, I mean by carbs, it's pasta, rice, sugar, juices, I mean, everything sugar. Okay, this is the typical diet for them. Okay. While the exercise, they have to concentrate on the weight training, not the cardio. You know that cardio, you can lose weight and fat very quickly when you do the cardio.
But with this body type, you don't recommend that?
No, because we don't need to lose weight and lose fat, so we have to concentrate on the strength training,
the muscle training.
The weight training.
Okay.
All right, so this is the first category we have.
What about the second one now?
The second one, you have the mesomorph. These, I call them the good genes. So these are the lucky people that no matter what they eat, okay, they can gain weight if they eat a lot, but they can lose weight very quickly. So if they maintain an active lifestyle, they can have a very nice proportional body. And the metabolism is good. It's not that high as like ectomorph, but these are the athletic body. So they can lose weight very quickly. They can gain muscles also very quickly if they maintain a healthy lifestyle. If not, they gain weight, but it's very easy for them to lose it again. Okay, so these are the lucky people, I think.
Okay, so these are, let's say, the best body type when it comes to what you just said.
Exactly, the best category. And the goal for them is they want to lose a bit of fat and to gain muscles.
All right.
So the exercise has to be a combination of both cardio and strength exercise.
Okay, good to hear. What about the third type? Tell us about that.
The third type is the endomorph. The endomorph are the less lucky, if you want, between them all, because they always gain weight no matter what they eat. Okay, and it's very hard for them to lose it again.
Yeah.
So when they say I'm not eating but I'm gaining weight, okay, so
maybe it's just they
are
at
curvy.
The food.
Yeah, they are curvy by nature.
Yes.
Their metabolism is very slow, very slow, and so those people are very tolerant, are low tolerant to carbs. So their diet has to be very low in carbs.
So what do you recommend for them?
Okay.
So I think the majority, let's say, of people in the state of Kuwait maybe are the third type.
Exactly.
Correct?
Yes.
So let's take some time on this question. Elaborate more on this, please, for our audience watching, please.
When I say low carb and high protein, also the diet has to be high in fat, because fat burns fat. Maybe it's new. I don't know if you heard about it before.
I've heard about it.
Fat burns fat.
Yes.
Burns fat.
Yes.
So I am sure that you heard a lot about the keto diet, the paleo diet. These two diets are very low in carbs. So a lot of people are going through those diets because the first source of energy is fat, not carbs. Usually, with a normal person having a normal diet, okay, the first source of energy we are using is glucose from carbs. Okay. Now, when you don't eat carbs, the first source of energy is fat. So the first source of energy we are using inside our body is fat. So that's why they are losing fat very quickly. So this is why it's called keto diet. It's a phase called ketosis. Okay, so they lose fat very quickly. But later on, they have to reintroduce carbs, and gradually. So keto diet, it's a high fat, high protein diet. Okay, they lose weight very quickly.
But can that be unhealthy a little bit? Yeah?
I think that any diet that you cannot maintain for a lifetime, it's not a healthy diet. You can use it if you want to lose weight quickly.
So this is a short-term thing?
Short-term, but it can make you lose weight quickly. So a lot of people in this category or this body type are going through the bariatric surgeries, and they are doing operations because they want the easiest solution and the fastest solution.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of that going on in the state of Kuwait.
A lot,
and it's very unhealthy.
Okay, so what happens with them, they lose weight quickly, but if you see their face, it's like this. The muscle mass, the muscle mass, it goes so down. So that's why they should take supplements, vitamins, they should exercise. I don't recommend going through the bariatric surgeries unless you've tried so many diets and
that's a last option.
The last option, if you have medical problems and you really need to lose weight. So this third category as well, you notice that they have the waist and hip ratio is high.
So they have a bit of a belly.
They have belly fat, and these people are more concerned about medical problems. So they
prone to diabetes, high blood pressure, things like that.
So they should lose weight. They should lose weight, and because their body cannot digest the carbs, and the carbs can be stored as fat, they should get rid of the carbs in their diet. Gradually. We cannot tell them like you can remove all the carbs suddenly, because they will get depressed and they will start eating crave it later on. So gradually we can get to better result with a proper diet, proper exercise, and patience, and we need determination. We have to accept
focused.
it. Yes, and patience.
You touched earlier on food supplements, vitamins, and that. Do you recommend those things for people watching, or is you prefer to go more toward natural things like more fruits, vegetables, and this stuff, or taking pills? What do you recommend?
Of course, all dietitians and all like nutritionists or even doctors, they always tell you it's better to have it from natural food. But if you're so busy, if you have a busy schedule, you cannot have the 5 meals, you don't like having fruits, you don't like having vegetables, maybe you want to build muscles, but also you're very busy not to have the right amount of protein. So yeah, I can advise them to use a supplement. Supplements are used not as the substitute of food, but it's called supplement. So
like a complement.
Complement. If we are busy, so it's fine to have it. It's not a big deal.
Okay, but on a long-term basis, good to stay on that?
You can have a multivitamin, yeah, omega-3, and I advise my clients to have omega-3 because I'm sure not a lot of people are eating the amount of fish and amount of salmon and eggs and all those stuff. Vitamin D is low, so also we recommend them to have the vitamin D.
Yeah, that's another strange thing in Kuwait. We have plenty of sun. It seems like a lot of people who have a very vitamin D insufficiency, right?
We're not exposed to the sun, yes.
It's important for overall health, correct?
It is, at least 10 to 15 minutes. We have to get exposed to the sun and direct exposure, not through the window or through the glasses or something. It's direct exposure.
You know, a lot of, you asked me about some of the things in our interviews now. A lot of the information that I get is actually from your website, your social media. It's a very informative one.
Thank you.
And I know you have a new website, Mira. Could you tell us a little bit about that? I know you also have a lot of blogs and a very interesting Instagram page. So elaborate a little bit more on that, please.
Okay, I started my blog in 2010, and I used to write articles, and people really liked what I was writing because I was talking in a familiar way. It's not like using the key terms and stuff. And then it started like this, and I got so many clients. I made them lose a lot of weight, so I just renewed everything, and I added services, I added packages, diet packages, so now anyone can log into my
you have
website.
a nice little some quizzes and things. You want the the audience to participate with you.
Yeah, I like this. So I have different packages, so people can go on my website and they can choose the packages that suit them, and it's easy at their own convenience if you want. So while sitting at the house, they can choose the package that they want.
Good
so I'm just liking it. It's really my passion, the packages and the diet stuff and everything.
Good to hear.
I see myself like this a lot.
And I mean, you're very into this and giving good advice on social media and here also in our TV program. So how can people now, summertime's coming, people like to travel, maybe go to nice destinations, and they have to get that swimsuit on and things like that, and they want to get in shape. So what can they start doing now for the next 3 months and then keep on going for the rest of the year and the rest of their life? Give us a little program for the people.
So we're talking about removing the belly fat.
Yes,
if you want.
let's
so
say
everyone is complaining about the belly fat.
Yes.
Every time I go out and people see me, so they ask me, "What do you do?" I'm like a dietitian. How to remove my belly fat? They're always the same question and the same part of the body.
Sure.
So the belly fat, first, they have to really take care of their dinner. The dinner has to be light, early, and zero carbs. Zero carbs.
So what do you recommend as a dinner?
Dinner. First of all, they need to drink a lot of water. People who don't drink a lot of water, they retain more water in their body.
They have a lot of water retention.
Yes, so they should drink 2 glasses of water before every meal. Okay, this is the first thing.
What does that fill them up before eating?
And it flushes out the toxins.
Okay.
So they should drink 2 liters or 3 liters of water per day, depending on their activity as well. Now, regarding the belly fat, first of all, their diet has to be, of course, healthy, lean chicken, less red meat at night. I don't advise red meat because it's full of sodium. No processed food like hot dogs and mortadella and stuff. Let's go to turkey. Let's go to tuna salad.
Lean meats.
The lean chicken breast. We can have a lot of options. We can have, if we're not so hungry, we can have a bag of popcorn. Popcorn, the microwavable one, the fat-free. Okay, so we can have a big bowl. It's filling, it's high in fiber, and we can replace it. It's a replacement for vegetables and fruits because it's very high in fiber. And it's healthy and very low in calories as well. We can go to edamame. Edamame as well is high protein, and it's high in fiber. We can have a tuna salad. We can have a lot of lettuce, of cucumber, 1 can of tuna with a bit of mustard, with olive oil, with a bit of corn, So people can choose a lot of options. Even we can have the rice cake. Rice cake is low in carbs. We can have 2 rice cakes with labneh or za'atar or turkey and mustard. White cheese, no yellow cheeses. We have a
Yellow
lot
tea is
of
more
options.
processed, isn't it?
Yeah, and high in fat. And
Okay.
if you notice, if you put it in the microwave,
Yeah.
you can see the butter and the oil coming out of it. So
Not
I
recommend that.
prefer the white cheese. The goat cheese, it's also very good. It's not cow's milk. Cow's milk can cause bloating for people, so we can go for the goat. Okay, so let's stay away from sugar and fruits at night.
Okay.
No fruits at night. Everyone is...
Yeah, because people here tend to say, yeah, I'm going to have like fruit at night is light for me.
I didn't have dinner. No, I
Okay.
just had a plate of fruits.
Yes. No,
It's
that's
fruit.
not a good idea.
Fruits will be transformed to sugar inside
Okay.
our body.
Okay.
It's glucose. Everything glucose, it's sugar.
Mhm.
It's like carbs, it's carbs. So let's stay away from carbs at night for us to have a flat tummy, drink more water, and do the cardio exercise. Cardio
Okay.
exercise can remove also the belly fat.
So what about people who say just, you know, they've had a good big lunch, nice breakfast, but then in the evening they just want to have water. Do you recommend that, or can that be unhealthy?
I prefer for them to eat something because their metabolism has to always be working. The metabolism should always be working, so they should have at least yogurt. Or a salad or anything small, but don't stay without eating, because when you are not eating, you are shutting down your metabolism, so you always have to make your metabolism work. So no, I'm against the 3 big meals or the 1 big meal. I'm so against it.
Okay.
Yeah, we should divide our meals properly, and we should calculate exactly what we are eating. We have to know. We have to do the balance in our mind. Okay,
I was sorry to interrupt, Amira. I was looking at one of your posts on your Instagram, and you're at one of the local supermarkets here, and you're counting the fats, the saturated fats. That's a good thing to do also, correct?
Yeah, I read the labels actually.
Yes.
So that's why people
You recommend that for people who are trying to take better care of themselves?
Of course. Everyone has to know what, if let's say they have medical problems, they should know that if they have cholesterol, for example, they should know that they should buy 0 trans food, 0 saturated food. Let's go for unsaturated fat. So let's have more walnuts. Let's buy olive oil, let's have canola oil, let's stay away from the fried thing. Let's go to the healthy section, read the label so well. Yeah, I'm trying to educate people as much as I can through my Instagram. And reading the label is a very good step for them to reach a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, I saw that, and now I'm doing that too. Try to lead a healthier lifestyle. And Amira, it's a pleasure to have you this evening right here on Hella Kuwait. And towards the end of our interview this evening, do you have any last words or advice for the audience watching right now? I mean, time is moving by in this new year. We're already into mid-March. Soon summer will be upon us. Any last bit of comments, advice for the audience?
Yeah, I always tell my audience or clients, don't follow diet from here and there. Know exactly your body. And it's not a problem if, let's say, we ruin our diet today. Always keep in mind that tomorrow is a new day, and I can start a new day with new habits, and it's all about the balance.
And you can treat yourself sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you may want to have that sweet, and then it's okay from time to time.
If I want to have this cake now, I can have it, but at night I can have a salad.
Sure.
If, let's say, today I'm invited to a dinner, I can have a dinner, okay? And tomorrow I can have a banana and milk for breakfast only. So it's always about balance and knowing your body, your metabolism, and don't stay without eating 5 meals a day.
I think that's the key. I think in life in general is balance in pretty much everything, and then you will lead a nice, healthy, successful life.
Yes, and exercise. It's everything. It's a whole package.
Well, it was a pleasure to have you, Amira Khattar, on our program. Wishing you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. You're a well-known clinical dietitian and certified sports nutritionist. It was a pleasure to have you tonight on this program.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And